Hey everybody. So today's video is going to be more of a mental health video because it is getting darker earlier. Our days are shorter. I'm going to talk a little bit about seasonal depression or seasonal affective disorder. I know a lot of people kind of feel just down and gloomy during the winter months. So here's just some ways to combat that and some ways to cope with that. Some symptoms of seasonal depression or SAD is feelings of sadness or a mood shift when the seasons change, lack of energy, craving carbs, overeating, feeling irritated, hopeless, loss of interest in activities that you used to like, difficulty sleeping, either insomnia or oversleeping or taking naps, and then thoughts of death or suicide. So those are the symptoms of seasonal depression or, again, SAD. Some ways to cope with that are through exercise, which a lot of you are already doing, participating in Girl Fight. But it's also important to make sure you're being active 30 to 60 minutes per day when you are kind of feeling down in the dumps, especially with the winter months. And when it's sunny out, make sure you're going outside. If it's not too cold, maybe go for a 30-minute walk. It's not like exercise by any means of how high intense Girl Fight is every single day, but on the days that you're not doing Girl Fight, just make sure you're still staying active in your active recovery, either by going on a walk, maybe doing an online yoga class or a YouTube yoga class or something like that, just to kind of keep yourself going. Social gatherings are really important. We get that with the holidays through family, but you can also volunteer is a really great way to kind of help get through and get into those social gatherings, especially with the pandemic still going on. A lot of people aren't gathering as much as they normally would. Light therapy is something that's really good. They have like a sunlight clock. I haven't used it, but I know a couple of friends that have, and they said that really helps them. And there's also just specific like lamps and lights designed for seasonal depression. They're called happy lights. And again, I also have a few friends that use them, and they are like, highly recommend. Practice good sleep hygiene. So making sure that we're not napping unless we're napping at the same time every day, going to bed at the same time every day, getting up at the same time every morning, and practicing that good sleep hygiene. Do something you enjoy every day, whatever it is. If it's cooking, if it's sitting down and watching an episode of your favorite TV show, going for a walk, talking with a friend, whatever that is. Those are some ways to cope. And just a few takeaways here. Remember, we're still living in a pandemic, even though we're about 2 years in. No one told us how to cope with this. No one told us how to deal with it. So that kind of adds a little bit more heavy meaning to this disorder, and just kind of feeling again down in the dumps during the winter months, the more gloomy months. It's also really hard to adults. And take care of yourself sometimes. Like, that can be difficult, and we need to remember to be kind to ourselves.